All right, let's just go over the markets with the opportunities that present themselves. So in the morning, first thing is that the higher time frames, they're all on buys, and I'm not talking about weekly or monthly. I'm just talking about one level up. All right, so just one level up. So high time frame, gold, ES, crude, they're all very strong. See what happens tomorrow, because there's some selling coming in, but right now they're all extremely strong and they're all on buys. So basically what all that means to me is be careful of any sells that you take and know the level that's going to be defended. All right, so knowing that first and foremost, then you can start taking a look at this. So this was I'm going to show a trade that failed. This was gold. It's going down, down, down. It has the shortening of the thrust, very high wick and high volume. So, the idea is that if it holds, it's going to continue. But unfortunately, as you know, that this market later on, the later it gets, the less liquidity, meaning late in the afternoon, right? So this was SOT, then you had high volume, then it came to this area, right? There was a lot of effort here and then effort. So I thought this effort was going to break through, because you can see a lot of effort here, and it coincided with the high volume wave with the SOT in the background. So that's fine. Then it pulled back one, then it pulled back two, deep test, right, of this area, and then it had this reversal bar. So it's ready. There's enough base here for this to be a base pullback and ready to go and break through. But again, this is the problem with this market. In certain times of the day, it's not tradable. I mean, there just isn't enough liquidity. If a market is setting up, no matter what the setup is or whatever it is that you're thinking, whether it's pattern base or volume base or whatever, if it's bull flag or breakouts, during low liquidity times, patterns and setups just don't work. Because during low liquidity times, the likelihood of initiating markup and markdown is not there, because you need a lot of volume to initiate multiple swings higher or lower. And if the liquidity isn't there, meaning the activity isn't there, how are you going to create higher highs, higher lows? How are you going to mark up? And vice versa, how are you going to break levels and mark down? Because it requires volume to break levels and make higher highs or low lows. So the liquidity isn't there, setups will fail. That's why if you take a look at the wins and losses, you'll notice the same things, same setup, situation, accumulation, whatever, in times of high liquidity works, and times later on during low activity is the right word, it flattens out or doesn't give much of a pop. So that's what happened here. Initially you had some shortening of thrust and some volume come in and pull back one, pull back twice. Volume here is not really overwhelmingly low. Here the volume is 2.34 times the average, and this green bar takes out the high and all of that, but then fails. So selling ensues, and they take out the low of the potential change of behavior, and they take out the low. And after that, it means all this volume here in a way is trapped, or in a way is now going to be resistance. All right, so as it goes down, you have one sell trade, only one, that's setting up. So it comes back up into that area right here and gives a lower low swing. So it's a very small move. It's just a swing. It's not a trend. It's just a swing trade. So intraday swing, and that's it. It's done. After that, does this. I don't know what's going on here. It's just too much randomness. I do still think that this is something of importance. I just can't put my finger on it yet. May have been preliminary move or something like that. So the next step here is to look at the levels. Look at the levels. Gold, this is the reversal today. It's all in this one brick. It, even though it's on buys and all that, this thing can go all the way down to test the breakout here. So I'll be looking for that for it to go to 1950 to 1955 area. So we'll see if that's the situation, because today was a reversal. Today you have a reversal day. Okay, a reversal day. That's a 99 biggest volume in all the bricks. So this is a reversal day, and that's probably what this thing failed, and it's going to retrace. So we'll see what opportunities set up. Okay, moving on to the ES. ES, again, not a lot of liquidity. It basically gave the same trade, but in the opposite. You see this over here, SOT, and then high volume. You have SOT and high volume. So the market came, see SOT, high volume, SOT, high volume, basically that's your change of, change of behavior. Because in an uptrend, if the up waves shorten and the down waves increase in time and duration, in length and duration, that means you have a trend reversal. So it's the same thing in opposite. So just, the selling comes down. Then there was a counter trend opportunity that came up to here, and from there the disaster happened intraday. So unfortunately I didn't catch the top, but that's what happens. So there was a trend change, full retest, selling, and goodbye. Here now you're at a key level. Remember, we're on buys, so S&P is very strong, I think yesterday as well. So this is maybe end of day short covering, I really don't know. Right there. They tried to hold the test of the demand zone, but that only gave a very bad little move and went down and is in spring position here. So we'll see if this thing is able to rally, or will there be a reversal and revert to the prior, revert lower. Here's where we're at. Oh, maybe I should use the other one. Hold on. Here's where we're at. This, the last breakout, this is testing. If it might go through, if they can't hold, especially this thing reverses, it can fall all the way back to this area. That's a pretty big move. That might happen tomorrow. If this thing does not hold, it being all the way back here, it's going to offer opportunities on the sell side. Sell, all the way back to this brick of 100 biggest volumes. So that's that. If I'm right, if it doesn't hold this, it has to take out this low. If it takes out this low, I think it's going to take out this low. Then you have a nice move down. All right, so already the first indication is that it was unable to hold the change of behavior. Possibly, if this is in the spring, then that change of behavior failed. Okay, but other than that, you very clearly see the trend change signal or up or whatever here test and puke fest. Boom. All right, so this is not an easy trade. All right, so that ES falling back is a probability tomorrow. And then finally this crude is just went crazy again, right? So what happened was after it rallied and did all this, this is the last buy signal or the buy break, right? So where's the pressure coming from? It's initiating from this area right here where the first white box is. Okay, very, very important. So the market goes, and then it starts pulling back. Pull back right to this area. That's where you had, what do you call it? A reversal. And then it just went crazy. So, I don't know. So now we're going to take a look and see what happens if it reverses or if it holds. If it pulls back around here and here, these two bricks, this is the biggest in 12 and the biggest in 15 volumes, meaning either these wicks are going to hold or whatever. I mean, I really don't know. I just have to see the behavior on the pullback, but this is where the breakout is. And as you can see, I mean, this is where breakout is. This was the high, got tested, and then it flew. So same as thing here. This is the high, went up, went down to test, and then went all the way back up. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but that's what I'm looking at, and that's about it. The only quote-unquote signal was on gold, but that gave very small move. And this one here was a break even right here. That was the counter trend into, not counter trend, but buying to hold until resistance, and then it was just a break even, fell back. So we'll see tomorrow. All right, take care.